Which bread is the healthiest? Whether it's a warm slice fresh out of the oven or a crunchy piece toasted to perfection, bread has a special place in our hearts and on our tables. Some breads are definitely healthier than others. Whole grain breads, for example, offer more vitamins, minerals, and fiber compared to their white bread counterparts. Let's dive in and see what makes a healthy loaf. Sourdough bread has become really popular lately, and for good reason. It's made with a fermented starter. This starter breaks down the gluten. The result? A bread that's easier to digest. Wholemeal bread is another great choice. It's made using the whole grain, including the bran and germ. These parts of the grain are packed with fiber, which is important for a healthy gut. When it comes to bread, whole grains are the way to go. Whole grain breads are made with the entire grain kernel, the bran, germ, and endosperm. These parts contain important nutrients like fiber, B vitamins, and iron. White bread, on the other hand, is made from refined flour. This flour has been stripped of its nutrients, leaving it less nutritious. We live in a busy world. Many of us reach for pre-sliced, packaged breads for convenience. But these processed breads often contain hidden nasties. They can be high in sodium, which can raise blood pressure. They can also contain added sugars, contributing to weight gain and other health issues. It's best to enjoy these processed breads in moderation. Ever wondered how some breads stay fresh for weeks on end? The answer is preservatives. While preservatives help extend shelf life, they can also have downsides. Some people are sensitive to certain preservatives, and eating a diet high in processed foods with preservatives isn't ideal for overall health. Freshly baked bread is the best choice. There's nothing quite like the smell of freshly baked bread. The aroma fills your home, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere that is hard to resist. It's a scent that brings back memories of simpler times and family gatherings. But did you know that making your own bread can be incredibly rewarding? The process of kneading the dough, watching it rise, and finally baking it to perfection is a journey that connects you to the food you eat. It's simpler than you might think. With just a few basic ingredients, flour, water, yeast, and salt, you can create a delicious loaf of bread. No need for complicated recipes or fancy equipment. And the best part? You control the ingredients. You can choose organic flours, add seeds or nuts for extra nutrition, and avoid preservatives and additives found in store-bought bread. Homemade bread allows you to use the healthiest flours, reduce sodium, and even experiment with gluten-free options if needed. You have the freedom to tailor each loaf to your dietary needs and preferences. Let's skip the additives. Many commercial breads contain hidden sugars, but when you bake at home, you can keep it as natural as you like. Plus, it's a fun activity to do with the family. Involve your kids in the process. They'll love getting their hands messy and learning about where their food comes from. Baking bread together can be a bonding experience that creates lasting memories. Shopping for bread shouldn't require a degree in food science. A good rule of thumb is to look for breads with shorter ingredient lists. Fewer ingredients usually mean less processing and fewer additives. Look for whole grain flours as the first ingredient, and watch out for added sugars hiding under different names. Did you know that Britain has a long history of protecting the integrity of its bread? From the medieval times to the modern era, the British have always valued the quality and purity of their bread. This commitment to quality has been enshrined in various laws and regulations over the centuries. The Assize of Bread and Ale, dating back to the 13th century, set standards for bread quality and weight. This was one of the earliest attempts to regulate food quality, ensuring that bakers produced loaves that were both fair in weight and free from harmful substances. It was a significant step in protecting consumers from unscrupulous practices. And in the 19th century, the Adulteration of Food and Drink Act tackled the issue of harmful additives in food. This act was crucial in addressing the widespread problem of food adulteration, where substances like chalk were often added to bread to increase its weight and whiteness. These additives were not only deceptive, but also harmful to health. Bread can be a delicious and nutritious part of our diet. By understanding the difference between processed and whole grain options, we can make healthier choices. Opt for sourdough and wholemeal breads and check the label if you're buying off the shelf. And why not try baking your own? You'll taste the difference. Thanks for watching and happy baking!